Just a
Tour?
lot of tour as well. We were dying to get back out there once the light at the end of the tunnel was even barely visible. Still piecing it together. It's still a moving target, but more and more announcements should be coming soon.
New album, Divisive. We talked a few months ago and you weren't sure if you were going to make it a full album. What changed your mind?
The momentum, really. We were just rolling and the songs started feeling like they belonged together. You know what I mean? So it just kind of went that way.
The story formed.
Well, the family formed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new track, Don't Tell Me, with Ann Wilson. There's a lot of collaborations on this album. Ann Wilson's pretty iconic. I mean, that's a score, right?
Beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond. No.
Tell me about getting her on board.
She had voiced her being a fan of our cover of The Sound of Silence, and she came up in discussion about who was the greatest female rock voice of all time, and it was me and Bruce Dickinson and a few other people, and Bruce and I both said, Anne, without question. And she responded, and she was very, grateful and gracious. And so I hit her up afterwards, and I said, listen, we're about to go into the studio. Would you ever consider doing something together? And she's like, absolutely. So it was, it was just as nerve-wracking, besides getting up the guts to ask her on Twitter, right, and then to go ahead and try and send her the song idea was just as nerve-wracking, but she loved it. We loved it. And I love how it came out. I couldn't be happier with it.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing tune. And Ann Wilson, she's just, that must have been like starstruck time for you, like you said.
Big time.
And then to send the song idea, like, this is the woman behind Heart,
Yeah.
To be there
were a number of times when Danny and I were looking at each other, and we both flew out to meet her, and we're just kind of pinching ourselves. It's just very, very surreal and very cool.
Yeah. If you could make anybody the president of the United States, and I mean anybody, David, it doesn't matter. You pick. You have the power to make that person the guy or the woman. Who is it?
Oh, God, I don't know. But I do know that we need somebody that needs to bring everybody together somehow, a unifying element, somebody not pushing one side or the other. But I don't know that exists. That's the biggest problem.
I think it does.
Okay.
My vote.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing various versions of this person, but not the best of this person.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse. I mean, think about it. The dude is better looking. He's smarter. And you know what? Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. So you know what? He knows how to run a joint. I was asked that the other day. I was like, Mickey Mouse all the way. Like we have.
I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. If the world ends up getting run like Mickey Mouse runs Disney World, I don't know that I want to be in that place.
A corn dog's going to be $30 instead of $20.
Oh, I don't know, man. Just the lines and the imprisonment and the, people acting on the absolute best of their behavior, of course,
Yes, of course. There you go. This album, Divisive, is a wake-up call, you say. Tell us the wake-up call of the whole set of the album.
Well, everybody was kind of sticking to their own teams, so to speak, prior to the pandemic that we've just been through.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was very hyper polarized. You're either red or blue or somewhere, and if you're anything in the middle of that, or anything that tries to consider and respect, a mode of thinking that isn't the one you want to hear coming out of somebody's mouth. There are so many people, I do believe, out there that really believe that there can be a mutual respect, a mutual understanding, and I don't know. I've not seen the level of vitriol and the level of just venom that is being spewed on a regular basis that's leading to acts of violence.
Yeah.
It's not good for anybody. The only people that it's good for are the people in positions of power who continue to fan the flames.
Well, we're about to get heavy duty into it. Unfortunately, it's about to get
worse. I know. Today's the day, right?
Yeah. And in general, we got a whole nother election cycle about to roll out.
Oh, I can't wait.
Karaoke. Have you ever done karaoke?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's your karaoke song?
People are going to freak, but it's on many occasions, it's been Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Man, I would love to hear you sing that. That would be amazing.
That's a fun one.
Do people know who you are when you go karaoke and you go stand up? Or do you go?
It doesn't happen often. Okay. Believe me. And last time I went was with my wife's family in Honolulu at one of these karaoke bars. And
they're serious about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
very much so.
Yeah. I suck at it personally. Like, I'm not afraid to get on stage to do anything.
Yeah.
Sing karaoke. Yeah. It took me forever to finally go do karaoke. And I did Neil Diamond.
Tough.
It's tough. Yeah, exactly. The new album Divisive is out. I'm really excited about it. The new track Don't Tell Me with Ann Wilson. Dude, it's so nice to have you guys back in full force and have a full album going.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to have this record in particular. Love it. It's just
tour?
A lot of tour as well. We were dying to get back out there once the light at the end of the tunnel was even barely visible. And now that we're really at the tail end of this thing, it's nice to be able to try and plan accordingly. We're probably going to start up again in spring of 2023, do a little bit of a European festival run and a summer thing here in the States. We're still piecing it together. It's still a moving target, but more and more announcements should be coming soon.
It's funny because rock and roll has the same season as baseball. You notice that?
There you go.
The tours start up around March, April, and they cruise through November, and then it's off season, it seems. So we're looking forward to seeing you, David. As always, thank you for spending some time with me, and we'll see you soon.
All right, thanks so much, Coletta. Be well. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. You too.